Good day, ladies and gentlemen, this is Advanced Logic, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. So here we are in the interior of Hyrule Castle, and of course they send in a bunch of the strong Bulblins to deal with. Yep. Did I get them all? Thank you, I did. So from here on out, I think, yep, Liz Alphos. And let's just slap. Okay, I was trying to do the regular combo, but screw it. Nope. Ah, come on, man. I was in the middle of killing one of your brethren and everything. I think it was that one in particular that screwed me up, so screw it. And I think that's it. So I've always wondered, how the hell did people manage to maneuver their way through this castle? There's no doors on the first floor. None at all, unless Ganondorf did some modifications to the castle, but, I mean, maybe there was doors right there, there, and there, but what if he didn't? I mean, what if he just took it over and didn't do much else to the modifications? Or didn't make any more modifications other than lock some doors and whatnot? It would seem a little weird. I mean, how would the people of Hyrule enter this castle and try to have an audience with the princess or something? Anyway, here we get the compass, and you're going to see how many chests we're missing right now. As you can see, we're missing 5 chests here on the second floor of the castle. I think we got all of them here on the first floor, which was the exterior. There's nothing on the third floor, and on the fourth floor, you can see, look at all those chests in there. I'm just pointing that out. So anyway, now we gotta maneuver our way through the rest of the interior. It's pretty straightforward, though there are 2 paths you can take with the interior of the castle. We'll be seeing them soon enough. In fact, we're going to see where it branches off right here. So once we enter this room, there's a dark nut. And I figured out the pattern with these guys. Wait for him to swing at you, and then once he's recovering from the swing, just slash at him. So you want to be on your toes on how he swings it. Ah, damn. You've got to do it pretty quick, too. Ah, there we go. And once you, of course, like any other Dark Nut, you just got to hit at him until you break off most of its armor. And, of course, dodge the sword, because that will hurt you, unlike the first time we fought a Dark Nut. Okay. Back slice, and that gets rid of his guard, and then you can deal with him pretty properly. You just gotta be careful, because if you do anything else, he's going to mess you up. Like if you do an accidental like jump slash, then he's going to take advantage of that and swing at you. But yeah, it's easy enough with just one Dark Nut. You'll see soon enough how difficult it is to deal with multiple ones. So as you saw, there's a chest that showed up right there, and this is where we have to be going in order to progress. So we bust out the lantern, because of course we see these things right here we can light. And as you can see, these lanterns mess with the positioning of these floors right here. But then you'll also notice that this one over here is already lit, so when you unlight it, then you'll notice what it can do. And there's really no other way to go about it. Nothing we can do like that, so we're gonna have to light that up and then unlight it. Or take out the light, I mean. Anyway, I'm just gonna fill up on lantern oil. As if it weren't enough that they gave us a lantern oil refill in that optional graveyard, here they're giving us even more. So what you only have to do is stand on this spot, bust out the Gale Boomerang, and aim from way over here. And I just destroyed some pottery without even trying. Isn't it great? Here we get 50 rupees, and from here we have 2 paths we can take. We could take the west side or the east side. For difficulty's sake, I'm going to show off what you can do on the harder path. Because the easy path, well, this is the path where if you try to take it and you don't know what you're doing, then you just go back to the west path anyway, because it's like, okay, there's nothing I could do here. So of course they show off those enemies. And you think because there's a locked door right behind them, if you defeat them, then you're going to be able to get rid of the door. And I think, there we go. Now that we dealt with them both, nothing happens. So this would make you think, okay, I'm going to take the west side then, see if I can do anything there. But, if you remember that arrows can cut rope, and these things are being handed off by rope. Honestly, this is really a stretch. This feels like a stretch to me. So this is what I would consider the hard route of reaching the end point, but this is more of an optional thing to get every single chest. If you hit this one, then that opens the door. And if it weren't enough that they gave us lantern oil refill, if you hit this, a whole bunch of yellow chew jellies. Look at that. We have oil for days right here. Jeez. I don't need this much oil. And may I say, Koro, you really, really gotta look into another profession. And now we have to deal with 2 dark nuts. Here's where shit gets a little difficult. You gotta do some management and be on your toes this whole time right here. They're both gonna come at you. What you want to do, get close enough, maybe go to the side, and just try to take advantage. Like, more often than not, with these ones with the maces, they'll swing downwards, and then you can take advantage of that and hit at them while they're swung down. While they swing down, you just move to the side. Nope, I'm not trying to deal with you right now. Oops. Alright. Alright, we got rid of one of their armors. Now to deal with the other one. And thankfully I sidestepped that. Oops. So I'm going to try to... right, the other one's going to be moving a little quicker, so it's going to be a little more difficult to deal with the one with armor. Because there's going to be a guy jumping in just trying to smack my shit, and I didn't do that quick enough. Damn it. Oh boy. This was a horrible mistake. Ah, damn it. Come on, man. Come on. Damn it. Ah, crap. There we go. Making some progress. I think... oh, man, he's still got a little bit of armor left. Didn't have the shield anymore, though, so we could have dealt with that a little easier. Oh, crap. Okay, now we have to deal with 2 fast dark nuts. I didn't mean to do that, but okay, I'll take advantage of that. Thankfully, he was already going after me, so... and yeah, these guys got the Ganondorf disrespect stomp, I guess. Oh, damn. I would say side slash to, or backslash to their, like, left, or their right, technically. Your left, their right. Because they're holding the sword with their left. And I think, nope, not quite yet. And you ain't got the boot. And we're done here. And I really wish that would have done, like, the badass sword put away animation. Sword sheathing animation, but still, I'm not going to be a beggar right now. So after that, there's 2 doors we can take. There's one that leads to the outside of the castle, and there's another one that leads back into the main area of the interior, I guess. And here we get a chest with a lot of money in it, though this is nothing in comparison to what this chest has to offer. Yeah, there's a lot of chests to be had in this freaking dungeon, trust me. Going for them all is the difficult part. Okay, now where's my freaking... why do I have the spinner on? Screw it. So we're gonna go for this, obviously. And let's just grab this. And I'm going to take the west path this time, just to show off what it was, how easy it would be to get to the same room on the opposite side, I guess. And we got 200 freaking rupees. This game is really being generous with it right now. So if you didn't know about using arrows on the portraits, like a normal person, they would have expected you to take the western route. So once you make your way in here, there's going to be a little bit of a something noticeable right here. There's no enemies to deal with, and there's lanterns to light, or those little posts to light. So of course, this is a puzzle of sorts, though not exactly an easy one to figure out, because once you light one up, there's keys that show up. No matter which one you like, they're just like, ah, man, what the hell are you doing? There we go. So you're gonna notice this one lasted 1 second, not even a freaking second. And this one, I'm just gonna point it out directly. This one lasts the longest, so you want to light it first. The one directly across it from like that is the second longest, this is the third longest, and this is the weakest. That's the way you have to light things up. It's a lot simpler to figure out than shooting arrows at a freaking portrait to unveil like a switch behind it. Definitely much easier. And of course, once you make your way into the eastern room, there is armored Lizalfos to deal with. It's a lot easier to deal with than 2 Darknuts, that's for damn sure. Let's just deal with you like that, and you don't have any guard at all. And let's just... As soon as they're recovering, they have almost no defense, so you could deal with them pretty easily. I mean, assuming you can knock them down in the first place, but I'm pretty sure you could. Anyway, let's go in the exact same pattern we did before, where if we go into this area, there's a switch we can hit right here. And of course, this is more of a shortcut to get to the top of this area right here. But if you know how to claw shot just right, you could actually reach that one switch that activated that chest with 200 rupees in it. You just claw shot your way to that one, you just have to position yourself on it just right, and you could somehow manage to claw shot your way over there. Though, of course, that door would have been locked anyway, so there's nothing you could have done to get to the west route where there was the 2 Darknuts. So we're just going to go back in here. Save us some time, you know. And now to finally get access to the outer portions of the second floor. Honestly, though, from here on out, it's pretty damn straightforward. Of course, if you take the western route, you're going to make your way to this chest. Assuming you saw it on the compass in the first place. And now we have to deal with an Eralfos. And I'm pretty sure that's the closest that Eralfos is going to get to hitting me, because it was a freaking cutscene. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Of course, just like any other Eralfos fight, this is pretty much just a waiting game. Wait for it to bust out its shield, claw shot it, smack the crap out of it 4 times with your sword, shield bash it, and then hit it 4 more times. Simple stuff. Either that, or if you want to wait for it to get back into the air, and then claw shot it again. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing, like, not exactly a speedrun tactic, but it's a lot easier to deal with it with the shield bash than having to waste, like, a whole nother minute just for it to come back down, you know? And, of course, we got another small key. We've already used 1, so there's 3 small keys in total in this dungeon. Any one of them is optional. Well, any one of the ones on the bottom are optional. Like on the first floor, I mean. The one that we got in the graveyard, or the one we could have gotten, the one that we got with King Bulblin, any one of those could have been optional if you know what you're doing. But this one, however, is not optional. And of course, they're busting out the cavalry here. Is it kind of a dick move that those Bulblins were screwed out of their competence moment? I mean, they were pretty damn close to hitting Lunk there. Aw yeah, the Resistance is finally doing something, I guess. Honestly, all they were doing is researching Hyrule and whatnot. Looking around anywhere but the castle, but I don't know. I guess they really couldn't do anything about the barrier until just now. Maybe they saw it and they're like, finally we can do something! Anyway, now we got the big key, and now it's just a straight shot to the end of the dungeon right here. Of course, there is this one door, I didn't really point it out, but there is this door right here, which we need a small key for. So yeah, from here on out, it's just a straight shot to the end, for the most part. And you're going to be noticing right here, I like this, how they did this though. So you start getting weighed down by invisible objects, so you bust out your wolf form and get rid of them. But while you're here, you also notice that there's these soldiers looking in specific directions. So you just follow them. But what happens if you don't follow them? That. So yeah, pretty much this is just follow the soldiers puzzle of sorts. I mean, there's no way you would have figured this out if you weren't in your wolf form, but there's no way you would have gone into your wolf form unless you had a reason to, such as getting rid of those freaking mice. Or ghost rats. Ghost rats, ghost mice, I don't really know what the difference is. They're all rodents. But yeah, I like the way they handled that. And I'm just gonna try to deal with these guys. There we go. Pretty simple stuff. I don't even know why they're there anymore. They're just easy to take down with the simple sword combo. The simplest of simple sword combos, that is. You just four slashes, that's more than enough. And if you're lucky, you take down both of them with one swing. Kind of like what I'm going to show off right here. Look at that. I didn't even hit that other guy with all 4 of them. And I still managed to kill it. Anyway, where's my spinner at? I'm gonna have to wait for that one right there to start aiming towards us. A lot simpler than the Arbiter's Grounds, that's for sure. And now to deal with the final dark nut of this dungeon. I think it's more of a golden color than the other ones too, so I'm gonna refer to it as a golden dark nut. Thing is, though, it's the exact same as any other dark nut we fought, so there's really no difference at all, other than the variation in its armor. There we go. Thankfully, I was still close enough, and I managed to deal with you like that. I'm still dealing with you just like any other dark nut. There we go. And of course, just throw your sword. Thank you. Oop. Gotta be close enough. Nah, I didn't mean to do that. Gotta be close enough to even do that, because otherwise I don't do the proper freaking sword back slice. There we go. Oops. He'll pretty much block anything you throw at him unless you get rid of his guard. Just like that. So from here we have 2 options. We could go straight to the final boss, or we can 100% this dungeon by using the last remaining optional small key on this door. And like I pointed out at the start of this part, oh sweet mother of God, this is a completionist wet dream right here. Opening every single last chest of this dungeon. Hell, all the last chest of any dungeon, really, and it's just a smorgasbord of them. I mean, we've already opened, what, like 2 of them? This is the 3rd one right here, and we've gotten every variation of rupee so far. And here we get more bombs, because why the hell not? More arrows, because we could obviously use more arrows, even though I'm already at a maximum 100 anyway. More bombs, though I assumed this would have been water bombs if I had any space for them. So they just gave me regular bombs. That's cute. That's more like it. I don't know what that would have been, because we already got more arrows. So why the hell not? And here we get 50 rupees. Wow, I think I already got all the rupees I missed out on. And we get more bomblings, which I've never used in this whole entire playthrough. Huh. 200 more rupees. I'm going to skip that second to last one just to open this one for a more appropriate 100 rupees. And of course, I saved the last Meaver stamp to be the best one, obviously. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. The best for last. We got the Happy Zelda stamp, the last Meaver stamp we could find in a dungeon. So now we have every single Meaver stamp across every dungeon, though we don't have every single one. Obviously, I'm saving that for a reason. But look at this. I have 940 rupees, and you know, I really ought to make use of them. And what better place to spend all this newfound cash at the Mallow Mart? Oh, God. Anyway, I'm just gonna stock up on some blue potions, and I think... Wow, I still have my freaking rare chew jelly. You know, I'm gonna use this blue potion right here, just so I don't have to use that rare chew jelly. That's definitely gonna be a special occasion for when I use that. I'm gonna use that right now, and now to buy 2 more, because why the fuck not? I have the money for it. And that's about it for this dungeon, really. I've gotten all the chests, I've gotten all the Meaver stamps in it. All that's really left is to confront the big man himself. Next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, it's going to be the finale. I'm gonna face off against Ganondorf. See you guys then.